We got the stablemates, Ted West and Let's Cut Loose, and they're close to a start. Starters happy, green lights on, and they're racing. And now Leonardo actually got the best of the start. Away well out wide is Ted West, looking to drive across into a prominent position. Waste of Time and Scotch Creek were next, followed further back then by Uncle John. Ego Dan got a nice track through the pack. Further back then to the favourite Spare Me Days, who looks to be 3 deep onto that first turn. Just in behind those runners then came Seven's Hope, and further afield then, back on the inside is Maywin Zephyr. It's covered up by Let's Cut Loose, and settling at the back end of the field is Our Leo as they run their way down the side, and Ted West was able to assume control and hits the anchors. It leads by a length. In second spot at the moment on its back is Our Leonardo. So Spare Me Days, who comes up 3 deep, is going to look for the breeze. Uncle John will end up in the 1-1. Next on the inside is Scotch Creek. Waste of Time went back to the pegs to be 4 markers. Ego Dan lands 3 back in the running line, followed well back by Maywin Zephyr, and the last trio was Seven's Hope. Back with it is Let's Cut Loose, and last of all is Our Leo. The lead time was 50.1, and the leader is Ted West as they greet the judge with a round to go. Spare Me Days got up on the outside and works around Our Leonardo, with Uncle John next in the 1-1. Scotch Creek is bailed away on the inside of Ego Dan, followed by Waste of Time, and there was a bit of trouble in back play. Getting into some bother there as they left the straight was Let's Cut Loose, and also back with it as they leave the straight as Our Leo. Now midfield going into the back straight as Maywin Zephyr, and further back in the race is Seven's Hope, and those back two are about to tack on once again. 30.1 first quarter last mile as they go into the back straight. It's Ted West leading Our Leonardo, with Spare Me Days obliged to race without cover for the bulk of the trip, and was 3 wide early doors as well, so it's done a bit of work, the favourite. Scotch Creek is on the inside, 3 markers fourth, and then came on the outside of those runners then Uncle John 1-1. Waste of Time is next, followed further back to Ego Dan, who's had a good run. A break of a length on the inside to Maywin Zephyr, followed well back in the race by Seven's Hope, and the last pair Let's Cut Loose, who's on the outside of Our Leo. Second quarter was 31.1, 61.2 the half as they reached the 600 metres, and Ted West led the way, looking to lead all the way. In fact, at Spare Me Days gets to its wheel, and then Our Leonardo taking off is Ego Dan, followed next of all in the centre by Uncle John. Scotch Creek, Waste of Time. Further back in the field is Maywin Zephyr getting to the outside. They swing in. 29.2 for the split, and they're all going for a gallop in back play. There was Seven's Hope, and as they flatten in, Ted West led Spare Me Days, but here's Ego Dan, produced at the right time. Ego Dan's out after this leader, nowhere to go for Our Leonardo, but Ego Dan hitting top gear had gone up to join Spare Me Days, Ted West and Our Leonardo. The leader is Ego Dan. It gets about a neck in front, kicking again on the inside as Ted West, but Ego Dan's just in front. Oh, dead heat. This is another rib tickler. Ego Dan and Ted West, who fought back like a cage lion. Nothing in it, only a nose, I fancy. For third, you had Spare Me Days and Our Leonardo and Uncle John, and also getting home late was Our Leo. In behind those is Waste of Time from Scotch Creek. Well back Maywin Zephyr. Let's Cut Loose was never a factor, and Seven's Hope got into trouble on the final turn. Finished at the tail. 27.8 for the last quarter, and 157.8 and 12 grips on. Ego Dan, just